Thanks for clicking on my video. This video is about a trip that I took to Israel with G Adventures. My advice as a budget traveler is to take a guided tour anytime you are going to someplace new. I chose G Adventures. Hello. How are you? Wow, I'm just videotaping the room.
Okay, right.
It's gorgeous. View. Wow, that's a great view.
Yes, it is.
Man, that's a great view. So, I finally made it to Tel Aviv, Israel, in the middle of Gay Pride Week. This is what I look like as a traveler. Let me show you how crazy I look. Absolutely ridiculous. This is what I wear. This is it.
How is you not speak this language? Hebrew language?
No, sorry. No, sorry, I don't. I chose the guided tour because I was not familiar with Israel at all, and I thought that I would have a better time with a guide.
A prophet in Christianity, his name is Elijah, mentioned in the Old Testament by the name Eliyahu. So Jews call him Eliyahu. And for Muslims, his name is Ilyas. Ilyas. So Elijah for Christians, Eliyahu for Jewish, and Ilyas. For Jewish, he has something, a symbolic thing in every synagogue. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm in the town of Jaffa, and supposedly, Jonah the Whale is somewhere over there. Everything is in Hebrew and Arabic, and everything is really old. All the buildings are made from limestone. And we saw St. Peter, the tanner's house, where St. Peter opened up the whole Christian faith to non-Jewish people. So this is the town of Jaffa. This is St. Peter's Monastery. Guided tours are worth it because they take care of most of the lodging, the transportation, and most of the food. It's also convenient because you don't have to worry about figuring out what's what and where to go. And if you book in advance, it could be reasonably priced. This is St. Peter's Monastery. I finally found it. G Adventures is not a faith-based organization, so the tour is not going to be geared towards a particular faith. However, it is geared towards historical references. So I would recommend the tour for any faith, just as long as you know that they're not going to be faith-based specifically. When I was shopping around for tours to Israel, I took a recommendation from a colleague of mine. Thank you, Sandra. And if you book in advance and look for those budget options, you should be able to get a reasonably priced tour. Also, sharing a room with another person helps. They usually put you in a room with the same gender. And this is where Solomon imported materials, where Jonah imported materials. It's a great scene. So I'm going to say that this is where Jonah landed. And this is where he found the well. Right here, where Jonah entered the well. And that's the town of Jaffa. place where Jonah came. If you can do me a big favor and like and subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome, and it would also be so helpful. I am not a Bible scholar, so I didn't have a very strong reference when I was taking this tour, but I do strive to be a Bible scholar one day. So this is the house of Simon Peter. This is where the concept of killing Eve happened. Right here. And that's his house, Simon Peter the Tanner. And the first Gentile became Christian and opened the gate up to non-Jewish people and made it an international faith. So I'm in Joppa now. Joppa is famous for where Jonah landed and he was in the belly of the whale. This is where. I loved the food in Israel, and we also went to the Palestinian territory as well. I don't have footage of that, but I wish I did. G Adventures was fantastic. The tour guide celebrated my birthday while I was there. I had a birthday. I didn't tell anyone, but they were so kind to celebrate my birthday there. So on the third night, we stayed in a place called a kibbutz. It's a Jewish settlement where they live communally. There's the exterior, it's a patio, and it's part of the sea, it borders the Sea of Galilee, so that's pretty cool. Here's the interior of the room. It's a little junky. Now, my roommate and I have settled in pretty much. So, there's the kibbutz. And